Yeah, my name is Joseph Kopser. I live here in Austin, Texas, and I'm a second-year fellow with the Next Generation Project Texas. Currently at the University of Texas, I'm the professor of military science, where I teach leadership and strategy for Texas Army ROTC for lieutenants, or soon-to-be lieutenants, going into the United States Army. And it's an exciting time for me because it allows me to not only teach, but also to practice my trade, and being a part of the Next Generation Project Texas is a great opportunity. Well, it's truly inspiring for me, and it gives great meaning because I graduated from West Point in 1993, and President Dwight David Eisenhower, prior to becoming president in 1950, actually assembled the original assembly to look at the issues facing the United States, find those challenges that were so important, and those ideas that came together during that assembly inspired him as he set about his agenda for the United States. So for me, being invited to be a part of this program as a West Point graduate, as an Army officer, to follow in some way in his footsteps, to be a part of Next Generation Project Texas was a huge honor that I couldn't pass on. Well, I think it's amazing that you've taken an opportunity to take a project like Next Generation Project Texas, take that national view, but then to bring it down and tailor it to Texas, because there's so many things that Texas is doing right and correctly right now that would serve as a role model for the United States. And then the best part is to surround ourselves with the great minds and influence leaders who are 40 years and below, all across the state of Texas, from one end to the other, of every ideology, both conservative, liberal, libertarian. I mean, it covers the full spectrum of thought. And to bring them in one room, for me, is a great opportunity to really hear and understand the issues that are going on with our state. It's just a great opportunity. So this assembly was especially interesting because it comes on the heels of the national presidential campaign just 3 days before the election. So by the time this airs, we will have a new president, but today we don't know who it's going to be. But what we did today, though, was to examine ourselves as Texans and really examine what it means to be a Texan, what we're doing right that might be a model for the rest of the country. But we also took a very long, hard look at what we're able to improve on, specifically education. So while there's great opportunity, there's low unemployment in the state, lots of business, lots of opportunity, we're concerned collectively as a group, regardless of ideology, about the fact that there's a growing gap and a growing divide. And the assembly today brought together a lot of ideas and really energized all of us to see what we could do to help close that gap over time.